Donald Trump's 2024 presidential campaign is not off to a good start after his lackluster speech on Tuesday evening, because on Wednesday morning, the New York Post, which Donald Trump once said was his favorite newspaper in the country, rather than praise Donald Trump, rather than talk about how great it is that he's in the race, on the front page of their newspaper, on the very bottom, they had one line that said, "Florida man makes announcement." That is how the New York Post treated Donald Trump's Tuesday night presidential kickoff. Florida man makes announcement. And if you opened the paper, it actually got so much worse from there. Because on page 26, not even worthy of being like towards the front of the paper, page 26, the headline ran, "Been there, done that." And this is what they had to say about Donald Trump running for office again. With just 720 days to go before the next election, a Florida retiree made the surprise announcement Tuesday night that he was running for president. In a move no political pundit saw coming, avid golfer Donald J. Trump kicked things off at Mar-a-Lago, his resort and classified documents library. He has stated that his qualifications for office include being a, quote, stable genius. Trump also served as the 45th president. This is, of course, a Rupert Murdoch-owned newspaper that, again, Donald Trump once said was his favorite newspaper. And they have reduced him to some kind of crackpot down in South Florida who does, in fact, spend his days golfing and suddenly decided, you know what? Wouldn't it be cool to be president? That is how they are treating Donald Trump, the man that they once went to bat for, right? The New York Post during the Trump administration was all in on it. They wanted the wall. They wanted Trump to succeed. And then, of course, immediately after he left office, that's when Murdoch's paper turned against him. Other Murdoch papers have done the same thing. Fox News is starting to show a lot more cracks about whether or not they even like Donald Trump. So things aren't going well. When conservative media does not unite, their power absolutely diminishes, because that is one of the great powers of conservative media. Whether it's Fox News, the newspapers, the independent little conservatives out there secretly being funded by billionaires on their YouTube channels, they're usually all in lockstep. But now they're not. So you do not have that unified megaphone voice of conservatives out there supporting Donald Trump, and that is going to hurt him. You have plenty of very loud conservative voices out there saying, we need Ron DeSantis, or we need literally anybody else other than Trump. And if that division continues, Donald Trump is not going to be able to get the same kind of support that he has enjoyed from his hardcore base ever since he stepped onto the political circuit. So a fractured conservative media is a good thing. That is what we want to continue seeing, because if they all unite behind Donald Trump, that's going to increase his power and, of course, increase the likelihood of him winning a Republican primary, and possibly even more than that. One of today's video sponsors is Rhone. Let's face it, guys, finding clothes that fit right and look good is way harder than it should be. Now, I've always struggled to find good quality clothing that has the perfect fit that can go from business to casual at a moment's notice. But Rhone has solved that problem for me. The dress shirt was due for a radical reinvention, and Rhone stepped up to the challenge. Rhone's commuter shirt is the most comfortable, breathable, and flexible shirt known to man, and here's why. Rhone's comfortable four-way stretch fabric provides breathability and flexibility that leaves you free to enjoy what life throws your way, from your commute to work to your 18 holes of golf. It's time to feel confident with a wrinkle-free shirt without the hassle. With Rhone's wrinkle release technology, wrinkles disappear as you stretch and wear the shirt. It's that easy. With Gold Fusion anti-odor technology, you'll be smelling fresh and clean all day long, and on top of that, Rhone is 100% machine washable, so you can ditch the dry cleaner altogether. In addition to Rhone's dress shirts, I also love their t-shirts, and with cold weather arriving, their long sleeve tee is perfect for a crisp fall day. So head to rhone.com/ROF and use promo code ROF to save 20% off your entire order. That's 20% off your entire order when you head to RHONE.com/ROF and use code ROF. It's time to find your corner office comfort.